Hey comic fans, how you doing? I hope you're all doing awesome and thank you for visiting my channel. I'm the Mighty Comic Fan, and in this video I'm going to be reading and reacting to Crossover issue 1. This is the big hot new book that came out from Image Comics only this week, and everyone's been talking about it, everyone's been speculating about it, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to find out what it's all about. So this is a series of videos I'm doing where I pick a comic book and I read it on screen now live with yourselves. I haven't looked inside, I haven't read anything, and I react to it, I review it, and I share my opinion on the content, the art, the story, and it's all live here now. I've never looked inside this before, so this should be pretty cool. And if this sounds like something that interests you, this is going to be a series of videos where I look at different comics each week and review them and react to them live on screen like this. If you want to hit the subscribe button and tick that bell as well so you don't miss any of those videos, that'd be really cool to have you along. Just to point out, there will be spoilers, so if you haven't read this yet and you don't want to know what's inside, please hit the pause button. I don't want to ruin anything for anyone, so hit pause, go get a copy, read it, then come back, hit play and join in. It'd be great to have you back, it'd be great to have your feedback. Leave some comments, let me know what did you think of it. You know, did you enjoy the book? What did you think of the art? What did you think of the story? Get involved and be part of this review. So I'm going to jump in now. As mentioned, this is spoiler heavy, so please hit pause and take a step back if you don't want to see what's inside. So let's open it up. Okay, cool. So that's a really nice cover. I really like that, so let's bring that in a bit, let you guys see what's happening. That's a fantastic, I mean, I've got a lot of lights shining on this in a minute, but it's the light works really well actually. It makes it look pretty cool. That's a really great cover. So as with many comic books nowadays, as most of you will know, there's tons and tons of variants, and likewise for Crossover there's loads of different covers available. There's also a secret variant. The secret variant looks just like this, and what they've done is they've changed that comic book there, so that's pretty neat. The comic book there is the picture of the front here, and in the secret variant they've changed the cover there, they put a different picture in there, so that's pretty neat. So if you've got a copy, check out the picture there. If it's different to this, it means you've got a copy of the secret variant. Okay, so Crossover, it's written by Donny Cates and art by Jeff Shaw, so boom, fantastic team. Yeah, Donny Cates is on fire. Everything he touches is just magic. You've got God Country, you've got Thanos Wins, and you've got the huge Thor, which at the minute is just ruling Marvel. It's a great story and great comic book, Thor. Jeff Shaw, beautiful artist, fantastic work. I mean, just look at this cover, it's absolutely brilliant. And let's jump in, let's see what this is all about. So I've not looked inside, I've got no idea what to expect. The only thing I know about this, I've tried to avoid all the reviews online because I didn't want to be influenced or you know, be getting a prejudgment on what might be happening inside. All I know is what they've said on the Image website and the retailer websites, which reads, "Imagine everything you thought was fantasy was real, and now join us in a world where reality is dead and anything is possible." Dun dun dun. It sounds pretty good, so let's go check it out. Okay, we are jumping in, spoiler zone, and we're going to see what this is all about. Crossover issue 1, Image Comics. Okay, cool. So opens up, it's a spread, bit of text. Let's see what it says. The world of the comic book is the world of the strong, the ruthless, the bluffer, the shrewd deceiver, the torturer and the thief. In comic books, life is worth nothing. There is no dignity of a human being. Frederick Wertham, Seduction of the Innocent. Okay. Kids love chains. Todd McFarlane. All right, cool. So there's a couple of quotes there. That's pretty good. Okay, wow. That's nice. So it's it just sounds stupid. It's like opening up a comic book. The artwork at the minute I'm looking at is it looks like it's pixelated and classic comic book artwork, probably done on purpose. This is what the spread looks like. So you can see what I'm talking about there. That looks pretty cool. Let's see, let's have a quick read. Let me ask you a question and pay attention. This will be on the final. Who is real? Us? Good question. Us or Superman? Hey, Superman, of course. Okay, so it's just describing a kid's reading a comic book, and there's someone questioning him, asking him what's real. You know, is Superman, is comic books real? Are we real? What's the difference? Stories, myths, legends, they are not fiction. So this kid's reading this book. So that's the story he's reading, and he's questioning. Someone's questioning him about what's real and what's not real. So he's questioning reality at the minute, and he's just reading the book. There's a questioning going on, and then something's going down. I don't know what's happening yet, but there seems to be something magical happening. That's a fantastic piece. That's a great caption. So the book's coming bang. He is permanent and we are not. Stories, myths, legends, they are not fiction. Wow, cool. Okay. They're a virus and they are spreading. So that's a nice double page spread. Check that out. Very nice, cool. So it's still got that, it's got that kind of gritty, kind of washed back, pixelated. It's not pixelated, but it's kind of, you know, as if it's you're looking at a copy of a comic book inside a comic book, if you know what I mean, if that makes any sense. Okay, so this is saying in 2017, according to reports and footage, almost every fictional comic book character you've ever heard of has been sighted amidst chaos in the streets. Okay, wow, cool, that's good. No one knows how, no one knows why, but apparently superheroes are coming to life from the comic books into the streets, and there's some sort of chaos going on. If it was a comic book, it'd be the greatest selling book of all time, but it's not. It's real. It's real. Okay, so the story's moving on straight away, so it's now going on. It says it's been years now. There's been a huge death toll and we don't know why, so we don't still know what's happening. It sounds like characters have come to life from a comic book or comic books, and there's been some crazy stuff happening out there. The artwork is pretty neat. You can get a look at that. You can see chaos on the streets, and it's just reporting what's been happening. Okay. So that was 2017. It's now moving forward, so it's jumped forward. It says now, so I imagine that's gone forward 3 or 4 years. Okay, so now we found the main character. There's a young lady here. We don't know who she is yet. Someone's driving past. They throw something at her. They call her a traitor. So let's find out why she's a traitor, or is she not? So her name is Ellipsis Howell, but she goes by the name Ellie, or L. L, we'll call her L. So she's dropped everything and all the comic books are falling out. You don't want your comic books falling out, man. Okay. So it's just setting the background at the minute. We're kind of finding out still what's been happening in the world. Something big's gone down. A lot of people have died. This lady here is being blamed as a traitor for some reason. I don't know why yet. These days, wearing cosplay and working at a comic shop is considered by some of the more aggressively faithful types to be an affront on, well, everything. Okay, so comic books aren't popular at the minute. Oh God, we don't want that. For Elle, one of the last true believers, her mask and gloves and coat are a kind of suit of armour. Sounds cool. Okay, so just got into a comic book shop. It's nice and busy. Always good to see a busy comic book shop. That's cool. The colour's really nice. It's quite placid. It's quite colourful but quite placid. So there's a lot happening, but it's not being overwashed by the colour. So there's another character, Otto. We buy and sell real comics, man, not this crap. These are all mint condition #1s. This is rare stuff. Sounds like the kind of stuff I want to look at. And you, don't lie, you want to see the rare stuff. Okay. These are government approved and mandated corporate comics. Marvel and DC died when Colorado died. Catch up, man. What's happened, eh? No Marvel, no DC, we can't have that. But Image is cool. So he's saying that they're the only comic book shop that's selling comics pre this event. So some event's taken place, which they mentioned earlier on in the comic book. Some catastrophic event, loads of characters came to life, lots of people died. But he's saying this is an authentic comic book shop before that event. So Elle's asking Otto to be nice to people because he's just kind of rowing with everyone at the minute. So she's saying, Elle's saying to Otto, you know, the world already hates us and fears us for the things we love, which I'm taking as comic books. And this place, this is the only home a lot of us have left. So there's a lot of comic book fans together still. Okay, Otto's just, it looks like there's a shoplifter and Otto's going to confront him, and it's a kid by the looks of the size. So we're in the shop and looks like the kid's been trying to prep the thing. Something's going down, something's going to happen. Okay, and this was the kid. Ava. This is Ava, she's not from around here. What is this place? Everyone's running, everyone's going crazy. Call the cops, get out of the way. So something's big about Ava, I don't know what. It's one of them. The comic book folks, the fakes with all the dots, okay. So is Ava someone from a comic book that's come out and she's still wandering around and that's why everyone's running scared? I don't know, let's see. Call the police. Otto's telling Elle to call the police because of Ava, but she doesn't want to. We're not calling the cops. You know what happens. So Elle doesn't want to shop in Ava, but Otto wants to shop in Ava. She's one of them. They're not supposed to be out of the bubble. Okay. She's a fake, but it's just a kid. So Elle's got some humanity around her. She's quite caring by the looks of it. She understands that this kid is different, but she's not treating it differently. Okay, so that's quite a nice picture. Getting Elle and Ava. So that's Elle and that's Ava. There's a priest outside the shop telling people to repent. He's waving around a comic book. So comic books are bad. Don't read comic books. They're bad for you. But they're not. They're good. They're great. That's why we're here. Okay, so Elle's trying to find out what's happening. She's talking to Ava, and apparently there's a man that takes people beyond the wall. Okay, so Ava's found a way out to come to his comic book shop. Ava's parents are still behind this wall. Okay, so Elle's saying her parents are from behind the wall as well, so we don't know what that's about yet. Everyone's kicking off outside the shop. They're not happy about Ava. They're really not happy. Someone's setting, I think someone's going to try and set fire to the shop. Ryan Lowe. So Ryan Lowe, like it or not, this story is also about him, and he's lit a bottle of something, bottle of booze, and he's going to chuck it in the shop. Let's catch that. Boom. Okay. So he's thrown the bottle in, there's been a big explosion, it's on fire. Elle screaming out for Ava. So this kid, this is Ryan Lowe, the guy who chucked the bottle. And like another story is also about him, kind of, because again, this story, it's not really about any of this. It's about believing in something when the whole world tells you that you're wrong. Oh, that's good. Believe it or not, it's also a love story. Okay, there's nice blue, that's quite a nice page. So, if you can see that, that's a nice page, I really like that. So there's two blues, so it's looking, could be past tense. People are fleeing. And they're saying it's a love story as well, so are these two going to hook up? Something going to happen there? I don't know. Okay. But more than anything, more than superheroes or big events or good guys and bad guys, this is a story about hope. And Ava drew a little picture. So okay. Wow. Issue 1 crossover. That was quite quick and easy to read. First thoughts. I didn't really know what to expect. Huge hype as always with something new coming up from big people like Donny Cates. I'm glad I got it. I'm glad I read it. I'm glad I shared this with you. I don't know. There's a lot happening here. I think there's a big story to be built up. Not a lot happened in this issue. It went quick. Maybe that's because you're enjoying it. Things go quick when you're enjoying them, right? This went quick. Not much happened. We've met a couple of the characters. I think they're building up for a huge story. Obviously, there's a lot more to happen. We've got to find out who this kid Ava was. We've got to find out who this boy is who set fire to the comic shop, and we've got to find out more about this event. You know, what happened. You know, and where have all the superheroes gone? If they all turned up and there was chaos and death and destruction, but none of that's happening. Where are they all? So something's gone down. I need to read issue 2. I need to find out a bit more. Tell me what you guys thought. You know, leave a comment below. Have you read it? Did you like it? Are you picking up issue 2? What did you think of the artwork? What did you think of the covers? Did you get a particular cover? Leave a comment below and let me know which cover you got. It was so different to what I expected. You know, when you pick up a comic book, you don't know what's happening inside, but you get a kind of, feel and vibe for what might be in there. And this is still a bit of a mystery, so that's good. I want to know what's going to happen. It's made me want to know what happens the next issue. The next issue needs to pick up for me a lot more. You know, it needs to start getting the story going, and I'm sure Mr. Cates and the team will do that because they're super talented. So I'm going to check that out. Looking at the back of the book, what else is there? There's some cool pictures. So I think this might be future covers. There's another one there. There's some cool artwork. I like the artwork. I like the way the colour mixed. I need to know what's going to happen in the story. I need to know more. I suppose that's a good thing. Crossover, issue 1. Boom, there you go. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the comic. This is going to be a ongoing video series from me. I'm going to be reading and reacting to different comics and reviewing them. So please think about hitting the subscribe button. It'll be great to have you guys back. And there's a lot more good stuff to come. I've also reviewed The Walking Dead Deluxe issue 1 in colour, and I'm going to be reviewing all of them as well. So perhaps you want to take a look at that, and I'll see you all again next time.